And we are live. Hello, guys, and welcome to Jay and Toby Nightly. True Crime Nightly, True Crime at Night, something like that. This is one of the first times we've ever done a show this late. The reason I'm doing this show, a couple of reasons. First off, people are always telling me, do a show in the nighttime, the time you would normally do your interviews at. So I said, you know what, let me do it. But also, I don't know what my schedule is going to hold tomorrow. It's looking like I might get stuck doing some overtime. It's not 100% sure, but if I do, I won't be able to come to you guys in my normal morning slot, if at all. So I figured, you know what? Let me get a nighttime show in, and that will satisfy the people who want a nighttime show, as well as satisfying the people who would want a show tomorrow that I can't do. So here we go. Killing two birds with one stone, right? If you're not familiar with what we do here at the Jay and Toby Show, we are the sister show to the main Jason Hebert channel, where I interview the loved ones of missing persons and unsolved crimes in an effort to help spread awareness and bring justice. So this show is a bit of an extension to that program, and it works a bit differently. Instead of interviewing the subjects, we instead look at true crime news stories and give our own opinions on the subject. So it's a much different format of the show, and we give a third-party perspective on them, and we communicate with you guys, our lovely subscribers, in an effort to get to know you guys better. Kaleidoscope of Crime says, when do you sleep? I don't, Kaleidoscope. And when I finish up here, I'm going right into work, and I will spend all night looking for more families to interview, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm already planning that out. So that's it. I figured I'd get the show going, and that's it. So today on the show, we have a lot of stories involving children. Once again, as I was pulling them, I'm going, oh my goodness, trying to skip stories about kids. Then there's just more coming up. So I said, screw it, can't skip it. But we'll get a missing Florida cheerleader. Tristan Bailey is found dead with a 14-year-old boy being arrested in connection to her death. You better believe I'm going to be trying to get in touch with both families on that one. You got a man who was previously charged with murder is allegedly on the run with his pet tiger spotted roaming Houston. Pet tiger. I'll let someone else capture that guy. I'm not going for him. A Washington girl who was kidnapped in 2003. It's now believed a viral TikTok video may hold the answers to her disappearance. So we'll make sure to take a look at that one. That sounds interesting as heck. An NYPD officer is hailed as a hero for rescuing a 4-year-old girl who was wounded in the Times Square shooting, which we went over earlier this week, and much, much more. Now, like I said, this morning show is a bit different. We do also raise money in this show for the main show to try to put everything together and find the families that we interview, research the cases, promote the stories, all the dozens and dozens of hours it takes to put everything together. So if you would like to support the show, you can do that. And for anyone who does, what we do is we put stream supporters like this. So anyone who donates gets their name, gets a shout out on the main screen. Right now you'll see N/A because nobody has just yet since we're just starting. Give me 1 second. If you do donate to support, we'll shout you out like this. Right where you see N/A on the screen is where your name will be. Boop. Hey, Be United. So right there. And lastly, every donation gets Toby a treat. 1 second. So if you do donate, boom, he gets Toby one of his lovely treats. Toby is our handsome co-host here, if you're not familiar with him. And for the first 15 minutes, we call it the lightning round. So it's 10:35. If you donate by 10:50, it gets Toby double treats the lightning round. Let me just change my shirt, guys. I wore this for the interview, and I got some stuff on it anyways, but I am sweating my butt off. So give me just 1 second to change this, hang out with the Topes there for a minute, and I shall be right back. If we get any donations in the meantime, while I'm gone, that'll be triple treats for Toby. How about that? But either way, let me change my shirt so I'm not sweating my butt off on camera. There we go. I am nice and cool now. All right, guys. So let me just load my screens here. See what we come up with. Un momento, as they say in Toby land. Toby speaks Spanish. We count his treats. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 4, 5, 2, 2. Okay. So just let me. So what I'm doing now is I'm pulling everything up so that if we do get any donations coming in, I'll be aware of it right away. So I don't have to wait too long before crediting you guys. Now, we just finished our interview. I hope you watched it. It was a really sad one. Got very emotional. But I'm guessing a lot of people probably watched that and then just shut off their phone and went to sleep or went out. So I didn't announce I was going to do this second show. So they probably got no idea that I'm doing it. But heck, what are you going to do? We'll see if we get anybody. But that was a good one, guys. If you were here, let us know what you thought of it. But otherwise, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family, man. It's sad, sad stuff. So let's take a look at the story. And then once we get in about 15 minutes, we'll check and see if we got any for the lightning round. But in the meantime, I want to try to at least get through a story or two before we interrupt. So we got a missing Florida cheerleader, Tristan Bailey, is found dead, and a 14-year-old boy is arrested in connection to her death. 14. We got to try to find this family. So the suspect attended the same school alongside Tristan Bailey, according to authorities. I'm going to guess probably had a crush on the little girl. Young kids here, right? 14? Jeez, I was playing with G.I. Joes at 14, I believe. And I, of course, was winning the G.I. Joe matches. Make sure you tell my cousin that because he always thought he won. I used to win, Tommy. Don't you dare tell people you used to win. So this is Tristan Bailey, 14 years old, young girl. And let's see if we got a look at, that's her again. Where's the boy? Oh, you know what? They're not going to show him, I bet, because of his age. But let's get a grip on the story here. So a 14-year-old boy has been arrested in connection to Tristan's death. Sheriff Robert Hardwick announced in a press conference on Monday. We have a suspect arrested, and unfortunately, she's only 13. He's 14, she's 13. A 13-year-old girl is dead. The suspect, whom people is not identified because he's a minor who is not charged as an adult, attended Patriot Oaks Academy alongside Tristan, though their relationship is unclear at this time, according to Hardwick. I'm going to guess it was a crush. I let it on your channel. Hey, Ronnie, you let what on my channel? What did you do to my channel? No, I'm just kidding. What happened, Ronnie? What happened on the channel? We're trying to bang out an interview, Ronnie, because I stayed from your channel just laying down. Okay. Yeah, Ronnie, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a show tomorrow. I was told by my boss I might get stuck there. So I said, let me do a show in case I'm not able to do a morning show, because that way, I don't know, people who wake up in the morning and haven't seen this one, at least they'll have something to watch, even though they won't be able to participate in the chat, of course. But either way, we'll leave it up and just to make sure. Now, I don't know for a fact that I can't do a show tomorrow. This is just kind of a preemptive move just in case. So the suspect, whom people's not identifying, was not charged as an adult, which is kind of crazy because it's murder. But again, hey, 14 is a youngin'. It is a youngin'. Kaleidoscope. So he's currently being held on one count of second-degree murder by the Department of Juvenile Justice. Wouldn't that be being charged as an adult? It said he's not being charged as an adult, but he is being held on second-degree murder. Is there a difference? So, okay, I guess it's second-degree murder charged as a juvenile. So I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure, why not? Either way, it's a murder charge. So that's actually a decision we made collectively with the state attorney's office, Hardwick told reporters. We can always increase the charge. What do I think? Should they increase the charge? 14 years old. Well, let me tell you this. To me, that is right around the time you are developing. I know for a fact at 15, I was already dating. I was out. I was trying to get into nightclubs. Hey, Don. You know, I got into some fights. I knew exactly what I was doing at 15. So 15 to me is, I mean, I'm sorry to say this, a lot of people won't agree, but when it comes to stuff like being charged for murder, it's basically an adult because I feel like your brain is mentally ready and knows what it's doing. So if you commit a crime like that, yeah, 14 is right on the line. I think 13 or 14 is when your body makes that switch. Again, and when I'm talking, you're still very much a child at 15, but what I'm talking about is the difference between knowing right and wrong, an adult in that way. Okay, so I'm not talking about any other way because 15 is still a baby in that case. But I don't know. If he was 15, I'd say 100% charge him as an adult. At 14, I'd maybe have to, I don't know, sit down and talk with him and see what kind of 14-year-old are we dealing with here, because that's not, it's not like it's 12, where like a 12-year-old definitely is a kid. Doesn't really know right and wrong. Well, I don't know. See, depends where you want to go with it. I don't know, guys. Probably should be charging an adult now the more I think about it. So in the press conference, Hardwick noted that an investigation is ongoing and there are multiple crime scenes. A cause of death has not been released pending a review by the medical examiner. This is not an easy process, Hardwick said. We have a person charged with a serious crime, and we have a family grieving the loss of a loved one who is a child. We have a tweet from the missing child, and let me tell you, 13 years old. The girl looks every bit of 13. To me, she could be 10. I mean, that kind of happens the older you get. They look younger and younger. Toby looks tired. Look at guys, ready? How tired he looks. Can you hear him snoring? He's going... kind of, I don't think it's snoring. I think it's just how he's breathing, but it sounds snorish. Is that a word? Snorish? But look at her already. If you told me she was 10 right there, I'd believe it. Maybe she is 10 in that picture. I don't think that's her at 13. So, but it says, if you have any information or have seen Tristan, please contact your nearest local law enforcement. Unfortunately, we know now that you won't see her because she has been found. Fortunately. So according to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, Tristan was last seen around 1:15 a.m. at the Durbin Amenity Center wearing a white cheerleading skirt and a dark-colored shirt. Hardwick said the teen was found fully clothed. Okay, so maybe there wasn't a sexual component or something, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. There still could have been, but she was still wearing her clothes. If you know the line, try to cover it, then you know not to do it. Yeah, oh, good point, Don. Don's when we were earlier talking about whether or not they know right from wrong. If you know to lie about what you did, then yeah, exactly. You know you did wrong. Good point. You got me on that one. 100%. I wish I said it like that. She looked around 12, 13. Yeah, looks really young, Ronnie, for sure. So Tristan was a 7th grader who was on her school's cheer squad, according to local news outlet WJXT TV. She's just the most cheerful, spirited, friendliest person, says her coach, Courtney Sparks, down to basically do whatever, really, to help unite the team. Whatever it takes. This girl, apparently she's talking like Valley Girl-ish because there's a lot of likes in there. So I think she's saying she's down to basically do whatever to help the team, whatever it takes for the team to get to the next level. She's the person to help push the team forward. I think that's how that's said. Otherwise, that word like just doesn't fit in there. You know how teenagers would say like a lot? I think that's how I'm supposed to read that sentence. I don't know. In the wake of Tristan's death, a GoFundMe campaign has been set up in support of her family. As of Monday night, it's raised more than $4,000 of its $20,000 goal. So good for them. Good for the people who donated to that, guys. Good for you. Seriously. Shows there's good people out there. Families like that need desperate help. So if you're coming forward out of your way, you see a GoFundMe and you click, hey, let me help out. Good for you. Seriously. Absolutely. Poor, poor family. 14-year-old boy killed her, if I remember right. Yep, be united. That's 100% right. 100% right. So, a man who was previously charged with murder is allegedly on the run with his pet tiger spotted roaming around Houston. So, is he with the tiger or is he roaming by himself? Because I tell you, I'd be with the tiger. You're not taking me in with that thing. He was a pet tiger. So Houston residents first noticed the big cat outside on Sunday. This is the gentleman who should be on some show called Creative Ways to Avoid Getting Arrested, because I think you're going to be safe with that thing. having your back, right? If your boss says, "Hey, Jimmy, go arrest that guy," which one? The guy with the giant pet tiger? You're going to be like, "Nah, no thanks." You know what? You go arrest him, and I'll see how you do it, and then I'll do it next time. How about that? That's what I'd say. But this is he. This is the gentleman. Boom. So a Houston man is wanted after his pet tiger was spotted outside in a city neighborhood. Victor Hugo Cuevas, 26, has been charged with felony evading arrest after he allegedly fled Houston Police Department patrol officers Monday morning, police said in a Twitter statement. Neighbors first noticed the tiger roaming around a front yard on Sunday. Hang on a second, though. So he's previously, okay, I guess I kind of misread this. It says previously charged with murder, and now he's on the run, and the tiger spotted. My understanding was he's still on the run for that murder. But as I go through the article, it sounds like maybe he was previously charged with murder, but now he's on the run because he's in trouble for having the tiger. So he's no longer being wanted for the murder. Is that what this is saying? I don't know what the heck this story's talking about. It's weird. There's another letting a tiger out. I know. So I guess he's not in trouble for the murder anymore. Maybe that was handled, and now he's in trouble for the tiger. There was a brief conversation about the tiger being out in public, which is against city ordinance to have a tiger here in the city of Houston. The owner of the tiger took the tiger back into the residence. Okay. Wait. So he's not the owner? What's going on here? I don't understand what the hell this story's talking about. He's wanted for murder in the past. Then there's a tiger roaming around. So I thought it was saying he's being chased for the murder and he has a tiger. But it sounds like the murder is no longer an issue. So take that part off. But now it's saying the owner of the tiger took it back in. So what has it got to do with this kid running around? I don't know. I don't know what the hell this story is even talking about. Who cares if there's a tiger, if it has nothing to do with the story? And who cares if he's wanted for murder if it has nothing to do with the story? I don't know what's going on. But all I know is if Toby found that tiger, that thing would be in trouble. Toby would light that thing up. Have you seen these paws? You really want these things coming at you like that, Mr. Tiger? Like, what's up, bro? What's up? Give me a treat, son. What's up? You want to duke it out? Toby will mess that thing up. Don't even get me started. Look at him. He's being all like, see Toby? He's giving the attitude like, what you want, son? What you want? I don't know. Call me crazy, but I think my Cairn Terrier could totally eat that tiger. Eat him for lunch. So the HPD later arrived at the house, and Cuevas allegedly put the tiger in a white Jeep Cherokee and fled the scene. Borza said. He added later in the press conference that the suspect also owns 2 monkeys, which are legal in Houston if they weigh under 30 pounds, and that it was unclear if Cuevas had the monkeys with him. Now, not to bring Toby up in every story, but he would be friends with those monkeys. He wouldn't fight them, right? Monkeys are cool? You agree with me monkeys are cool? Yeah? Okay. Toby says yeah. Yeah. He likes monkeys. There was a brief pursuit, and the man got away with the tiger. We're actively looking for him today. Cuevas is currently out on a $250,000 bond for a 2020 murder charge. Let's take a look and see what the heck this story is even about by watching this video, because I'm confused as heck. He was not charged as an adult, so likely won't get much time. That's really sad. He should get time. Call me crazy. But, oh, hang on. Am I playing the, let me stop it. I want to make sure I am playing audio. So give me 1 second. I'm going to watch a quick video. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go, guys. We're playing it. What?
About a Bengal tiger in the front yard of a house at, what street are we on here? Ivy Wall Drive. I believe a next door app notice went out, and an off-duty deputy came to the house and confronted the owner of the tiger. There was a brief confrontation about the tiger being out in public, which is against city ordinance to have a tiger here in the city of Houston. The owner of the tiger took the tiger back in to the residence.
Nice looking neighborhood. I like those homes.
The owner put the tiger in a white SUV and drove off from the scene. There was a brief pursuit, and the man got away with the tiger. We are actively looking for him today. He's out on bond for another incident that happened back in November in Fort Bend County. And we don't have any charges on him yet, any hard charges. We're working on that now for the evading. And once we get that, we'll be able to release his name. But I don't want to release any names until we get hard charges on the suspect.
Okay, I'm going to finish that up, guys.
Murder.
Oh. Yeah, we'll end it there. So,
He
tigers
was
and
in this house.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
We don't. The house is empty now.
Oh, why isn't
we have
this?
Reports that he...
Oh, I just got rid of another story. Dang it. What did I get rid of? Let me pull up the People website, guys, because I don't want to have lost the story. That's not People, that's PayPal. Okay. They both begin with a P, and they both icons have a P. So we did the cheerleader. We did the charge. Okay, did we get the Washington? Okay, here we go. So we'll do that one last, though. Sophia, the Washington girl. That's a sad one. So next, he was not charged as an adult. A Bengal tiger. What kind of nut keeps a tiger like that? I thought it was. So, do you want to hear something crazy? That Joe Rogan watchers will know this because he has talked about this multiple times. It's kind of a meme with Joe when they talk about tigers, monkeys, and a couple of different animals that he's kind of obsessed with them. But Joe Rogan says, I think it's tigers, and it might be lions too. It's either tigers and lions or just tigers, but there are more tigers in captivity in Texas than in the whole rest of the world combined in the wild. Do you know that? Isn't that crazy? Let me look it up and I'll get the exact stats. More tigers in Texas. Texas. Yeah. So, yeah, Pulitzer Prize winning author Lawrence Wright wrote in his 2018 book, God Save Texas, the Humane Society of the United States estimates there are more tigers living in captivity in Texas than the 3,000 that are thought to be living in the wild. So 3,000 tigers live in the wild right now, and more than that live in captivity just in Texas. So I don't know how many live in captivity total, but Texas has some kind of obsession with tigers, apparently. They have as much of an obsession with capturing tigers as Joe does talking about it. Crazy stuff. So an NYPD officer is hailed as a hero for rescuing a 4-year-old girl wounded in the Times Square shooting. If you guys remember, we covered this the other day. Officer Alyssa Vogel believes her motherly instincts kicked in. Good for you, sweetie. Saved a young girl. Here she goes. Boom. That's Officer Alyssa Vogel. So a New York City police officer is being hailed as a hero after she was captured on video rescuing a 4-year-old girl who had been shot in Times Square on Saturday. That day, 3 people were non-fatally shot when a man opened fire in the densely populated area, according to the New York City Police Department. Yes, some psycho actually opened fire in Times Square. You are reading that correctly. One of the 4 victims, a 4-year-old girl, was out toy shopping with her parents when she was struck by a bullet. When responding officer Alyssa Vogel learned of the girl's injuries, she rushed to her side, wrapped a tourniquet around the girl's leg, and sprinted as she carried her to an ambulance waiting nearby. As a mom, I think my motherly instincts just went to, I need to help her. Vogel told Good Morning America Monday, calling the girl the strongest person she had ever seen. Good for that little girl, man. What a freaking shame having to take a bullet at Times Square. You're there to buy toys. You don't even know what a gun is yet, and you got to deal with stuff like that. New York's crazy. Call me crazy, but I think New York is crazy. So when does my training begin, T-Mac? Oh, we got people hanging out. Got the story. Years ago, I worked midnight at Holiday Inn Express in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Mike Tyson rented a room, and we had to kick him out because it had his tiger in it. Till this day, I swear it's where they got the story on Hangover. I was just going to say, is that where they got the story on Hangover? So he really did have that tiger in a hotel, huh? How funny. Wow, Don, you were part of that story, basically, huh? So, unfortunately, guys, a 6-year-old girl fatally shot at a Texas car club meetup. Very, very sad. Hang on a second. Can I? I want to check one thing. I'm going to start streaming to my main channel, and I want to see if people come in. So we got 9 people in here. I just changed it. Hey, Jilly. I just changed this to the main channel, so I'm going to stream to that one. Let's see if more people start coming in. Unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to all see each other typing because we got, now that it's on 2 different channels. But let's take a moment to see if anyone comes. What's up, Jilly Beans? How is everybody? Did everybody enjoy the interview tonight? I hope you did. I hope you did. If you're joining us now, well, no, the number hasn't changed. So I'm not going to say that yet. Hey, we got Mary. Oh, it's up to 11. We got our Jason Heber people coming in. It's now more of a dive with people living in it. Okay. If you're just joining us on the main Jason Heber channel, we got 2 different chats going. We're up to 18. See, I put the main Jason Heber channel and it instantly doubles. Oh boy, welcome everybody, welcome. You're joining us kind of halfway through, so I'm going to take a moment and let everyone start coming in. But we are doing our news show tonight, me and Toby. I figured I'd try and get this out because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do one tomorrow. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. Hey, Navy Vet, what are you doing up late? Well, Navy Vet, I talked to my work, and they said that I might have to stay for overtime tomorrow. So I figured if I do, I'm not going to be able to do my morning show. And then I'm going to be so tired when I come home, I'm just going to fall asleep and sleep till the nighttime. Then I have my next interview. So I won't be able to do this show that I typically do in the morning at all tomorrow. So I said, let me see if I can get one in at night, squeeze it in. Plus, I always have people saying, do a nighttime show. So we're giving it a shot. But we did go over 3 or 4 stories already. You guys know the deal. I don't want to read the whole thing. We're part of the, we're a sister channel for the main Jason Heber channel. If you're not familiar with the show here, we don't do interviews on this secondary channel. We just get to know you guys, read some news stories. We do raise money to support the show, all that stuff. You guys know the link. So if anybody wants to support the show, you have it in the description, as well as in the chat right here. Holy crap, you have a full-time job? You're incredible. Actually, Emily, yeah, I do have a full-time job. And believe it or not, it's been helping me with the channel. Because the reason why the interview slowed down for a while is I couldn't put any time into finding the families. It takes dozens of hours to do that end of it. And I had so much going on in my regular life. So, but once I got this job, I work from midnight to 8 a.m. So I got to go in about an hour. I can sit at work. It's a super quiet job. I basically have 3 hours of work in an 8-hour shift. So I can sit at night and go on Facebook and find the families. And so I basically, here's how I look at it. If I'm going to sit there and search for the families, right? If I'm going to put the effort in to find the families and do everything that's required, I could sit on my bed and do it at home, or I could sit at work and I'm getting paid to do it. So isn't the smart thing to sit at work and do it? I don't know, call me crazy, but that's my thinking. So to me, having the job actually helps. And but it does make me tired. I basically work the overnight shifts, come home, sleep a few hours, jump up, do my daytime show, go sleep a few more hours, jump up, do an afternoon show, go sleep a few more hours, wake up, do the nighttime interview, and boom, right back to work. It's just like that, So thank you guys. Yeah, I was doing this just on the first channel. I changed it to stream to both channels, and more of you guys came in. Hey guys. So thank you to everyone who's just joining. So we'll restart the lightning round. As you guys know, for the first 15 minutes, we do the lightning round, which is, getting tired. Toby gets double treats for the first 15 minutes. So since everyone else is just coming in here, anyone who donates within the first 15 minutes will get Toby double treatsies. So right there's the link. And it's 11 right now, so we'll go to 11:15. In the meantime, let me read a couple stories, and then we'll check and see if Toby got hooked up. You okay? Toby's like over there like, you would think Toby's the one working the full-time job by how tired the little guy is over there. He was snoring earlier. You'll be okay, Toby. Stay awake. Stay awake. So our first story. A 6-year-old girl's fatally shot at a Texas car club meetup. 6 years old, yes. An investigation into the San Antonio shooting is ongoing. A lot of Texas stuff lately, and I do plan to try to get out there. I don't know if anyone else is planning on trying to go to the, what do you call it, Crime Con this year, but it's Austin, Texas. I'm praying I have enough money to go. It's about exactly a month from now. I really, really would like to go. I feel like it's the best thing I could do for the channel. So if anyone else is planning to go, let me know, and if I'm out there, maybe we can meet up. I'm probably going to go by my own. I don't have any like friends in my real life that are willing to spend the money it takes to get out there and, you know, get a ticket and everything. So I'll probably be by myself, and let's hang out. Emily Lund says, would you take case suggestions for this show? Absolutely. I take them all the time. Shoot me an email or message me on Facebook, and I will look into them, and absolutely we'll do it. Do you have case suggestions? Send them over. However, let me clarify that. It doesn't, because of the format of my show, it doesn't help me a ton when people just say a name like, oh, there's a missing person named like Billy Smith. It would be great if you did him. That doesn't help, guys, because it just gives me a ton of work. So if there's a case that you would like for me to cover, try to find out like a family member's Facebook page. If you could link me to that, I'll do the work. I'll get in there and boom. Absolutely. But don't just give me a name, because it just, I get a lot of messages. I get a ton of people. Get me that link and we'll get them going. Okay, we'll give it a few minutes. We'll check and see if anyone donated a lightning round, but let's get through a couple stories first without interrupting. So Texas Car Club meetup. That's where a bunch of people get together and show off their absolutely awesome cars. And I do have an email from someone. Chris. I believe he's sending me a suggestion. Cool. So yeah, I'll take a look at it, brother. Thank you for that. So a young girl was fatally shot over the weekend at a car club meetup in Texas. When they say young girl, they mean young girl. The girl, 6, was sitting inside a car when a dispute broke out at the San Antonio meetup just before 11 p.m. Same time today. San Antonio police tell people someone opened fire amid the altercation, and gunfire entered the car, in which the girl was fatally struck. Her mother was also grazed by a bullet in the back. 6 years old, guys. I want to play this video. Let's take a look at this. Ready? Sent you one case that you should look at. All right, Chris, absolutely, man. Thank you. I will take a look at it. I promise you. But let's take a look at this car club meetup shooting. Kaleidoscope says, I've been talking to families and suggesting you to them. Awesome. Thank you, Kaleidoscope. Thank you. Anybody else? Nobody? Kaleidoscope? You guys, nobody's trying to go to Crime Con? I'm surprised. We got a lot of people in here that have their own channels and stuff. Nobody's trying to get there, huh? I would love to do it. Okay, let's play this video real quick. Oh, absolutely, Kaleidoscope. I know that.
This morning, police are investigating after they say a 6-year-old girl was shot and killed after a car club event on the west side. They say that it happened just before 11 p.m. It was near 24th and Commerce, and they say that there was an event going on and there was some type of disturbance. That escalated, and at least one person started shooting. At least one of those bullets hit a nearby vehicle, striking that 6-year-old girl. They say that she was rushed to University Hospital, but unfortunately she died from her injuries. But we're going to get more information on the search for suspects in this case and whether anybody else was injured.
I don't know much about San Antonio in general, but, you know, like anywhere else, it has its good areas and its bad areas. So rest in peace to that little girl, that poor family. My heart goes out to them. I can only imagine dealing with that, guys. Can you imagine taking your little girl to a, don't like Texas huge spider, says Navy Vet. Can you imagine? You get your beautiful little girl. Hey, sweetie, you want to go see some cool cars? Daddy's going to take you, or mommy's going to take you to see some pretty cars. Yeah. You go. She gets shot and killed there. It's just, you know, these people getting into fights and stuff. You're just pulling out guns and shooting randomly into city areas. Look what you do. All right, this needs to stop. I'm not going to sit here and preach like I can stop it from this seat, but it needs to stop. Oh, we got our first donation. Oh, look who it's from. Of course it is. From the one, the only, the amazing Navy Vet. Comes through with a $50 donation. Thank you so much, Navy Vet. You are amazing. You know that already. You don't need me to tell you that. Hang on, guys, 1 second. Navy vet comes through with treats for Toby, $50. And you know what, guys? We're going to get triple treats to Toby for that. Because $50, that's a heck of a donation. Look at him look up. He knows exactly. He knows what's coming. You ready, Tobe? Toby's like, he wakes up. He's like, wait, did I hear Navy vet? He knows the treat's coming. He's like, Navy vet? I know that name. That's my second mom. She feeds me. All right, buddy, you ready? First, you got to thank Navy vet. You got to thank her. Here you go. He always yawns when I lift his hand up. I don't know what it is. Here you go. Come on. Uno. Good boy. What a donation. Thank you, Navy vet. He likes that one. The higher he raises his head to look at the ceiling, the more he likes the treat. Good boy. Oh, that's a good one, too. Raising it on up. Look at it. Whoa. Head tilted back. And 3. Trace? Of course. He's like, what kind of question is that? Oh, you dropped a piece. I moved the pillows from where he sits yesterday when my brother was here. And let me tell you, he had like 75 of these little crumbs under there. Which begs the question, Jason, why aren't you cleaning it out more? I should. Mm-hmm. All right. Boom. Wait, what happened? Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you so much, Navy vet. You are amazing. You know that. You don't need me to tell you that. So this poor 6-year-old girl, guys, rest in peace. You know, you don't got to be shooting each other at car shows. Come on, guys. Toby woke up. Oh, he knows. He definitely knows this sound. And I swear he knows the name Navy vet. I swear. Every time we're bringing up her name, there's a donation coming. So there are certain words he knows. He's like, his ears shoot up. He's like, wait a second. I know that name. Okay, guys. I do have to start getting ready for work very soon. So let me try to do these stories real quick. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes, guys. I kind of wasn't paying attention to the time. I have to be in work at midnight, and it's 11:08. So 10 more minutes. So just so you guys know in your conversations, I don't want to cut you off last second. Just be prepared and, start winding your conversations down. And if you are going to donate, you got 10 minutes. You want to help Toby out. The poor guy's starving over here. Look at him. Come on, guys. Look how skinny he is. He's only like 30 pounds overweight. Okay. So a Georgia couple was killed outside a home they planned to move into. And the charge is for their longtime friend. So they're planning to buy a house. Everything's looking good. And what happens? There's always an old friend that got some kind of grudge, right? You're doing better than they are, and they're not happy about it. So there they come to ruin the day. So Destiny Kite, I'm going to guess maybe that's Knight with a misspelling, and Charles C.J. Garrett were allegedly shot and killed by Daniel Peyton Brinson, 22 years old. Feel bad. Look at this couple. They look like a happy couple, man. 2 young kids, prime of their life, just living life. Look at them. She's happy as can be. He's all proud. He's with her, looking down at her, getting ready to buy a house. Their best friend kills them as they're standing in front of the house they're about to buy. Georgia couple Destiny Hope Kite and Charles C.J. Garrett were young and in love and looking forward to their future together. The smile, the look in their eyes, they loved one another, says Will Newsom, Kite's father. I said the same thing. That's the typical, a picture like that. That's like the typical they're totally in love thing. Because she's just looking at the camera, how happy she is, and he's looking down at her because he wants her to know. You know what I mean? That's like the perfect kind of setup right there. I don't know. Whatever, Jay. Their dreams of a long, happy life together were shattered on April 23rd when police found their bodies outside of a home on Paul Lord Road near Wrightsville, dead from apparent gunshot wounds. They probably went, hey, hon, you want to go take a look at the house we're about to buy? Sure. Let's invite Daniel. Oh, look at him. He doesn't look so happy. Looks kind of like a creep, if you ask me, actually. What a surprise. Mad about his hairline or something, but look at this weird hair. I don't know. So the couple, both 18, had planned to move into the home where they'd been shot. 18, guys. Ugh. On Friday, the Johnson County Sheriff's Office announced at a press conference that Daniel Peyton Brinson, 22, of Harrison in Washington County, had been arrested in connection with the deaths of the 2 teens. We have charged him with 2 counts of malice murder, said Greg Rowland, who is the Johnson County Sheriff. Rowland would not disclose any other details of the case, including a possible motive. I'm going to guess just jealousy. He probably liked her or was jealous that he couldn't get a girlfriend and they were moving on in life, getting a house and everything. And they're 4 years younger. He's probably saying, oh, man, I'm 22. I can't do nothing. They're 18. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a house. I bet it was jealousy. That's going to be my guess. I don't know that. But so the investigation revealed that Brinson was a known associate of Garrett. Brinson was arrested by the Marietta Police Department on unrelated charges on April 26, 3 days after the shootings. Unrelated charges, though. The charges include possession of drugs. Ooh, story's getting deeper. Story's getting spicy. With intent to distribute and purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana, according to online jail records. He remains held at Cobb County Jail, and he has not entered a plea. It is unclear whether he has retained an attorney who can speak on his behalf. Well, rot you know where, bud, because you just wiped out a couple of happy lives. I can't stand when people do that, let me tell you. Those kids look like they're minding their own business, just trying to be happy, you know? Who are you to come along and wipe out their happiness like that? So enjoy the rest of your time in prison. I'm sure the boys will treat you nice there. I don't see a Mr. Potato Head. I must be behind in the chat. Oh, my pick is a Mr. Potato Head mooning everyone. She means on Facebook, Kaleidoscope. Navy vet again. I said Navy vet again, and he perked up. He knows that name. Navy vet. Navy vet. Oh my God. Treat time. His ears are like permanently perked sometimes. It's hard to tell. Shammy should be sleeping. Oh, you should be sleeping, but you're wide awake. You're saying, yeah, I know. If you want to go to sleep, Navy vet, don't let us keep you up. I know you have a long day. So a man is killed and a suspect is arrested after a shooting at U.S. Customs and Immigration Office in Orlando. Authorities say neither the victim nor the alleged shooter worked at the government office. So what the heck happened? Let's take a look. At least one person's dead and another person is in custody after a shooting at a U.S. Customs and Immigration Services building in Orlando, Florida. My old stomping grounds. I lived there for a year. According to the Orlando Sentinel, officers responded to the scene shortly before 11 a.m. on Monday morning. The USCIS office is located in the southeast part of the city. I used to live in the northeast part. Autumn Jones, a spokesperson for the Orlando PD, confirms that one person has died, but has not yet disclosed whether anyone else was wounded. An unidentified suspect has been taken into custody. So what's going on here? Why? Why is there a shooting? Police tell ClickOrlando.com that both the shooter and the victim were male and that neither of them worked at the building. A motive has not been disclosed. WFTV reports that there is a heavy police presence in the area, and video shows several police cruisers at the scene. A reporter in a helicopter says that a body can be seen outside the building. Ooh, body's just laying there outside. All right, guys, I do have to wrap it up there because I'm supposed to actually be leaving in 7 minutes, and look at how I'm dressed. I got my sweatpants on. So, all right, guys, that is it. I love yous. Thank you to our supporter for the night, Navy Vet. We do appreciate you. And actually, during the last interview, we did get Sabrina as well, who did a $10 donation. So thank you to Sabrina also. Thank you to everybody else who added and hung out with us and liked the video. And if anybody does donate after the show or over the night tonight, we will get you in the morning. Well, if I don't know if I'm going to be doing a show tomorrow, but whenever I do my next show, I will credit you if you donate in the meantime. And but thank you to Navy Vet and Shammy, who is Sabrina. So, all right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. I got 5.5 minutes to get ready for my night shift, but it's an easy job and I love it. All right, guys, take care. I love yous. Toby says good night. Say goodbye to everybody, Toby. Bye, everyone. Bye, Shammy and Navy Vet. Toby, don't just say bye to the people who don't to give you treats. You got to say bye to everybody. All right, bye, everybody. All right, have a good night, everybody. We appreciate this. We love you. Take care.